Not to spoil things, but they did what they did, and that kind of surprised me a lot. So I thought the last one was awesome, and yeah, to have Hayden come back, that's awesome too. I mean, I can't wait for that.
Yeah. I feel like her fate was left up in the air, and I'm just so glad that they actually had the balls to bring her back. That means anything is possible within this universe now.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what else unfolds as far as that. In some more video game news, EA has announced that their remake of the original Dead Space video game will be released January 27th, 2023, rebuilt from the ground up while still honoring the original's intentions. Look out for teasers and reveals this Halloween season. Pretty interesting.
Nice.
Did you ever play Dead Space? Are you a fan?
I don't think I've played that one. What is it about?
Basically, it's like a survival horror game, but set obviously in space, where you're put on board this abandoned spacecraft, and it's been overran. They have some kind of outbreak where there's like all these monsters and shit, and you have to just try to run your way through, and you're trying to obviously find an escape pod or do something to get off of get out of there safely, and you're trying to upgrade your armor and just trying to survive for however long the game takes place. But I remember specifically beating that first one, and it took me several months. It's pretty difficult, but it's so worth the pain and how do you say, rage quits and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And the I'm sure they're going to upgrade the targeting system, but I remember the targeting system for the old one was rad, because you could shoot limbs. Like, say you have this creature running at you, because it's very body horror, like inspired by the Thing type of monsters. You could shoot their limbs, like their legs or their arms, and they'll blow off, and then they'll fall over, and then they'll just crawl at you. So it's like,
oh, that's cool.
You can dismember them and and try to get like the upper hand that way. I guess similar to what Resident Evil does now. But yeah, Dead Space rules, dude.
Yeah, I gotta try that out. I gotta check it out when it comes out. You said is it a remake of the original?
Yes, it's a straight up remake, but obviously for the next gen.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I gotta try it. I gotta check that out.
Awesome, I hope you do. What else do we have? AMC will be celebrating the only Friday the 13th of 2022 with a Jason Voorhees marathon. Check it out May 13th, or set your DVRs.
Oh yeah.
I think that's supposed to be starting like at 10 a.m. I want to say Pacific, or maybe it's Eastern.
It's gonna be like a whole day thing, huh?
Yeah, all day, all night. They'll play every single one of them.
What was that date again?
It's probably when this episode's going to come out, but May 13th, as in Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah. I
do have one more, and I can't believe that you're not going to mention this, but
oh wait, I do have one. Go ahead.
Okay.
It might be the same thing.
Christopher Walken is joining Dune 2.
Yeah, man, that's so cool.
As the Emperor. So, goddamn. With that, and then Florence Pugh from Midsommar, and of course Black Widow. This ensemble cast they're on track to outstack the first one already.
Yeah, that's crazy. That first one, I still haven't seen it yet. I know it's on. Is it available on?
It's back
HBO
on Max.
yet?
Yeah, it's back on
Okay,
Max.
yeah, I'll have to check it out then.
I can't believe you haven't seen it yet. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I know even the like. No, I know it was a big thing. So, said, man, I don't get a chance to like jump into new things. Like, I only get to put on things when I'm eating dinner or if everyone goes to sleep and I'm able to stay awake for a little bit longer.
What you're basically telling me is that you're in Dune and you don't watch your own material, so I get it.
Yes, that is very Dune-like surroundings, and it was so cool. Oh, I did have one more piece of news. It wasn't that. I just remembered. Ezra Miller was arrested again. Third time.
What?
Yeah. My boy's on a roll. Going for the hat trick.
Oh, no.
I guess he spit on a man who was playing darts in a bar. Obviously, this guy has... it's no shocker here. We talked about it countless times, I feel like, on this podcast, but he does have some issues. Whether it's substance abuse or alcoholism, whatever it is, I think he needs to get some help. And once again, I'll say it, I don't think the things he's done have completely run him out of Hollywood. I think it's not something that is completely unforgivable. I think he's going through a rough patch. Can be redeemed, and then with them pushing the flashback until next year, he does have some time to kind of go on apologize and kind of let people not really forget, but kind of put it in the back of their heads to hopefully get the success of the Flash. But hopefully he gets some help. So 3 times been arrested within the last 2 months. So there you go.
That's wild, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just happened, too. I think either today or yesterday. So there's video of it, too. There's a video of him getting arrested by police.
What I want to know is if you're... Okay. So he spits on someone in a bar, right?
Yeah.
For throwing darts. If you're going to do that, why don't you get the fuck out of there? Why did you wait around for the cops to show up? Just leave. You know what I mean? I don't understand... Unless he was the guy got mad and fucking held him, or somebody held him down until the cops came. But how does that make sense that the cops show up that quickly to arrest him?
Yeah, from what I could read in the little bits of the article that I kind of skimmed through, supposedly they were being if this is the same incident from the article that I was reading, they were being he's called them Nazis. The people at the bar, he said he was being treated bad, I guess. So that was his way to retaliate, and then they called the police on him for that. But yeah, so I think that counts as aggravated assault or just assault. I'm not really sure, but I know it's
I think it's when you spit on someone, that's battery. I think
battery. There you go. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, he's going through it pretty rough right now. But yeah, I don't know. Like you said, makes pretty sense. Makes good sense for why would you stay there? But I mean, if maybe he felt like he could stay there because they were treating him bad, so he'd spit on somebody, and then I don't know, not justifying his actions at all. But yeah, man, looking rough for the Flash.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
I got 2. One I was just watching, I just restarted it before we jumped on the podcast, is The Matrix Resurrections. Such a good film. I'll stick by it. I'll say it's really good, almost as good as the first one. Not as good, but right there. Definitely a fun time. I only got about 40 minutes in, but tons of action within those 40 minutes. And then my next one is The Offer on, I believe it's Paramount Plus. It's a Paramount Plus original. It's about the making of the Godfather. So how that got started and everything, and all the drama between basically the producer, the guy who came up with not came up with The Godfather, but came up with kind of making it into a movie, and all the crazy stuff that it almost seemed like that movie was never supposed to be made because of all the crap that basically went that they had to go through to get it even greenlit, and then tons of crap after that to try to even get it started. So yeah, check it out if you're a fan of The Godfather, and there might be some things in there that you didn't know that happened, or if you're someone like me who's I don't think I've ever told anybody, but I had never seen The Godfather, and watching this makes me want to watch The Godfather, so I think that's pretty cool. It's just super interesting, and I love the time. I think it was in the early 70s, mid-70s when they were going through this. So check it out. It's called The Offer on Paramount Plus.
Nice. I haven't watched it yet. Did they drop everything? Like you can watch the whole season, or you have to wait each week?
I believe so. As far as I know, I know it came out a little while back, maybe like a month ago. I'm on episode 5. I haven't like checked to see if it's all the way out, but I've just gone through it up till episode 6. I think it's episode 6 or 5 was the one I'm on. But I mean, you can. They're an hour long too, so it's not like it's going to go by quick. But I couldn't stop watching it when I started. I think I got done watching one of the. I went through like 2 or 3 episodes in one night, and I didn't realize it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, "Oh crap, I have work tomorrow." But yeah, check it out. Like I said, it's on Paramount Plus. I'm not sure if they've released. I don't know if they drop all of them at the same time or if it's a weekly thing. But yeah, check it out.
All right, The Offer, and yeah, The Godfather rules. I can't believe you haven't seen any of them. That's insane.
Yeah, no. For being someone who loves movies, I know I haven't seen it. It's kind of blasphemous. I've seen parts. I think I've seen parts of all of them. I just had never sat down to watch them. You kind of feel like you've almost seen it just by how much everyone talked about it and like the clips you always see. And then like playing, I played the Godfather video game by Rockstar. I thought that was so fun. So I kind of feel like I watched the movie through that as well.
yeah. The video game is so fucking good, dude.
Oh my god, I wish they would bring that back and like remaster it, because that was so fun just playing like in that time period. Yep, that was cool.
I remember I rented that, and my grandfather comes in, and I'm like robbing somebody's shop. And he's like, "What are you playing this hooligan shit for?" So
like, shut up, Grandpa! I'm trying to rob somebody.
I was strong-arming them because you know how, I don't know if you remember, but you can like charge people for protection.
Yeah.
And this guy, I think it was like some butcher or somebody, he was like, "Fuck you, I don't need to pay you for protection. Protection from what?" So then I grab him and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, now you need protection.
Oh man, good times. But all right, so The Offer.
Yes.
I have just one for you this week. It's Netflix. I think it just came out. I watched it last night. Yesterday was my Friday from work, so I was excited to get to kind of not have to worry about waking up early. And I watched Our Father, which is this really, really sadistic, messed up documentary about basically this, I forget, what do you call the doctors who do like the inseminations? I don't know if they have a specific name or if you know.
Yeah, I don't know the actual name for them, but I think I know I know what you're talking about though. For like artificial, pregnancies,
yeah, like the fraternal, I don't know, something. But anyway, you guys get what I'm trying to say. It's So decades ago, this guy in Indianapolis would like, you know, obviously he'd get women who would come in who, you know, either their husbands or they were having trouble conceiving, right? So he would help them out. Only the big thing